when they're luring him in with these home cooked meals that he's not used to getting. They do a close up on this meat kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like they know something is in that food.
We love horror movies, man.
No, that's the
Horror
first thing I was
movies
like, man, they
are
gotta
They're
be bat
feeding
baby
him those
meat.
bat babies.
You know, there's some horror goons. I'm Zano Da Vinci. Your boy ATX and Space Vikings.
Low key as me.
Trying to figure shit out. This changed my life.
Because the aliens are getting comfortable with us.
Go like, subscribe.
I'm gonna buff fucking alien.
Go like, subscribe.
I feel like shooting somebody.
Bat baby boom.
Go like, subscribe.
I'm gonna buff fucking alien.
Welcome to the
Awesome.
Guts Podcast. This is Zano Da Vinci.
Space Viking.
Low key as me.
And this is Guts Podcast on the Dread Central Network.
Caca!
If you don't know, we're addicts and we just had to pray.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like shooting somebody.
I feel like
You
a
like
million
shooting
bucks
somebody
right
over
now.
the podcast.
How's my audio? Am I good sitting this far away from the mic?
Yeah, your shit
Just
popping.
shut up without shutting up.
Your green,
All right,
your
great.
Green,
Fuck me.
your green line is jumping.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Igor. Yes, master. I'm
Oh,
gonna
Jesus.
beat your fucking ass tonight,
There it goes
my
again.
glorious little man slave. Can you get us some treats?
Igor
Yes,
made-
master.
Hey, Igor made some bomb ass chocolate chip cookies, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Igor, get the fucking toaster strudels, and I want equally distributed icing, or you're fucking dead tonight, man. You get one? Just yes, master.
That boy,
All right, good boy.
Igor is in the building.
Igor, you're
They
getting
still-
raped
They
tonight.
still looking for him.
Speaking
Great.
of Igor, these little bat things in this movie reminded me of a young Igor.
No
That's
shit.
what he looked like as a fetus.
Those bad things were nuts.
So what? Let them know what we're talking about.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were like, what the hell? They
We're talking
that
about
thing?
Amulet.
Amulet. Hey,
Fire movie.
dope how we found it too, man. That boy Space Viking.
Yeah.
We was rumbling through CVS parking lot per usual.
Horror movies, man. Horror movies
Man, he-
are-
Per usual, we were lurking for some lot lizards.
No shit. He went up on the red box, and of course now they got the horror section. That's so live now.
Yeah.
And it was like $3.99 for the whole movie.
Yeah,
And it's dope.
Yeah, we bought it from Redbox because we just kind of stumbled on it. Like
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it. I never heard anyone talking
I never
about
seen
it.
no previews.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Is how do we've never heard of it before?
Exactly.
I was like, shit, I can own a horror movie for $3.99.
No shit.
Buy.
And then when
you
they
know?
started letting you buy movies on Redbox, that was really. I was like, damn. I guess they got tired of people like, man, they gonna
Yeah.
not return.
They
it.
Came down
It's-
in and
it's
popped
bad.
it in, and here we got guys shitting bats, and it's a
No
party.
shit,
Yeah.
man. It's just so fucking disgusting. It's like, boom, right
I'll tell you
into
one
it.
thing.
He has a lot of fucking flashbacks.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that could draw me into a movie. You know, just the love stories and
Yeah.
the hero story. But when it comes to a grandma in the attic with a penis,
Oh,
you get
no
me every
shit.
time.
Well,
But they was tripping because when you look at it, like, and then you go look at what it's about, it's like so much shit is going on with us right now in here. Like, far as the addict, it's a lot of codependency in this shit.
Hell yeah.
And it's a lot of enabling in this shit. And there's
It's
a lot of
all-
Texas house food in this shit, too.
Well, this is all about him.
That
him
fucking food was disgusting.
this motherfucker becomes obsessed to the point where he will choose to give himself over.
Yeah.
You
No
know?
shit. But like what Space Bike was talking about earlier, like, okay, because it's shot in UK, of
Mm-hmm.
course. But he was like, they didn't let him into the war because he was like a soldier, but he didn't get to fight. He kind of like he was a gatekeeper or something.
yeah, he said his mom was the dentist of the captain general.
And that's who got him the job.
He got
Exactly.
him that. He's like George Bush.
He got him
Gotcha,
like a
gotcha.
cushion. It's
Yeah.
almost like an office job for the war.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you really like a secretary to sit back and shoot somebody if you
Yeah.
need to. 'Cause
Just
that's why he was
sitting.
so scared. Because me personally, I'm like, I see a lady, like, I got a gun and we in the army.
Yeah.
I'm open
Oh,
fire.
you're toast, bitch.
Yeah.
Cause and I'm like, and he dancing to his own beat when his music. And I was like, oh yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
part. I said, Space Viking gotta edit that out and do some screw or something. He gotta dance to some type of screw or one of Low Key's mixes or something.
Well, off the rip, I thought, okay, it starts off and it's real kind of artsy. It's like that.
Yeah,
And normally I'm
you zone out.
not like a slow build type of guy. I want Return of the Living Dead, insane in my face
Fast,
right off the
fast.
rip. But it started off with that like
Yeah.
creepy angel voice,
Yeah, that was
and
dope.
it sucks you in. And then the thing about it, it's like most artsy movies, they skimp on the hardcore shit, but when this dude starts shitting out bats,
Yeah, man.
I'm like, dude, that thing, when he first saw that bat in the toilet,
Oh, yeah.
That
and
was
it
the
snapped
one.
at him,
Yeah.
bro, that scared the shit out of me.
But what's so
No.
crazy,
It's fucking
that whole
real
little scene, like, it
it's
was
disturbing.
It was so dirty. It made me think of Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper in the toilet. I never want to drink a soda again.
That house was fucking disgusting.
The house was disgusting. But the
The meat. Was
the
she
fact-
feeding him rats?
Yeah.
No, because that's what I'm saying. They just zoomed back in on his food. It's something about the food, because when he ate it, everybody kind of looked like, oh, he's eating it. Like, we got him.
Dude, and
the
we just
nun is
ate
licking
chili
it.
last night. It was
I
like,
know,
oh.
man.
Well, that's the thing
I
is
wouldn't eat that shit right now.
is that was a big part because he becomes like a slave type of
Because
thing.
of the food.
And once he eats it, once he takes whatever we give him, and with no
Yeah.
question, that's when we know he's
got him.
completely given himself over.
Okay, question is, we going flashbacks on the podcast. Who burnt down the place where they were living?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
was
that's what we
putting
were trying
so
to
many
figure it out.
scenarios with that.
I wonder if the whole thing, because
thought
that
she-
lady's
the
not
nun
really a
burned her.
nun.
Fuck
Yeah.
no, she's not a nun.
No, yeah.
That
So
bitch is far from it.
But we thought she the one that set the fight. We was like, man, you can have.
I wonder if
any
she
kinda-
set that fire to get him on the streets.
exactly.
Yeah, I think now that you mention it, it's kind of because she does like a few different things to like trap him in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To make him feel like
It's her.
this is your only hope.
Yeah.
You have to stick with whatever we say, or you have nothing else to look forward to. You don't have, because she threw away his money.
Yeah.
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 And then like he's running from the thing that he can't. He's running from. He's running from the rape that he did or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he had. She's like building more things to where like you don't have. Leave if you want, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Should
Go
we
ahead.
explain? Should we read the synopsis of this for people who haven't seen it, or we just say go watch it before you listen to
Nah,
this?
just go ahead and you break it down. Give it to him.
Okay.
Give it to her.
So there's a pussy in the woods. this
pussy
guy's a
willow in
real
the-
douche.
the pussy willow in the wood.
No, but so,
And look, hold up, man. She just threw the money in the
Yeah.
goddamn.
well,
Another thing.
so all right. So check it out. It starts off, and there's a guy, and he's like, he's living in shelters. He's doing construction jobs every day. He's real depressed, and he has to sleep with his hands bound up because he has
Yeah.
nightmares
That was wild,
about his
too.
past, and it has flashbacks of him. He was stationed in some, this is all in Europe somewhere, but he's stationed where, he's stationed where, fucking, all right.
You're doing great.
This thing's falling on me.
Yep. Yeah, it's falling on
the
you.
mics are falling down.
Anyways, so
doing great.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you're doing great.
It's falling like it's.
You know what?
So, what Space Viking was saying, just to reiterate on what he was
I'm
saying,
so sick of y'all motherfuckers.
he,
You know what? We're all sick around here.
the whole goddamn time the dude is stationed over here, he starts digging.
Wait, we're not recording this right now.
You start digging. Damn, that shit was all off. That's why. Tighten me up. Tighten me up. There go that food again. Should make you never want turkey necks again.
All right, I need to lean forward.
There we go.
Okay,
There it goes.
Okay. good,
Hold up. Speak into it. Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah. It's not recording?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna have to place it back in. Hey. Not a recording.
All right, go.
Okay, so there's a pussy in the woods. He's a real douche.
Yeah.
So
douchey.
there's a cat, and he's in Europe somewhere, and
Tomax.
he
What's
has
his
a
name? Tomax. Tomac.
yeah, I'm looking it up right now. So, but he's going in. He's having like at night. He lives in a shelter. He does construction jobs to get a little money, and he goes back to the shelter, and he has to sleep with his hands like fucking
Duct tape.
duct taped up, so because he has nightmares about his past, and it kind of shows glimpses of his past where he was stationed. His country was at war, and he was stationed at some outpost way on the outskirts of the border because his mother was a dentist of the colonel, so she got him that cush job on the outskirts. And so he rapes a chick in the woods, but and that's traumatized it. Like he has nightmares about it, you know.
Miriam. He rapes a chick named Miriam.
Yeah.
Miriam.
So
She was a
but
hard lady.
when he's out in the woods, he finds like this ancient, looks like an alien symbol thing.
Yeah.
It's like an amulet of like the seashell goddess.
It's like a dildo of the Anunnaki.
It was all dirty.
It's like an Anunildo.
It was a dirty dildo.
Yeah, a homeless
Anunildo. There you go.
a homeless ex-soldier receives an offer to work as a carer for a woman and her dying mother. He soon falls in love with the daughter, but he cannot quite shake the suspicion that something sinister is going on in the old house.
Man.
All right, so here's the fucking. He gets okey doked into coming to take care of this this chick, and he's like, hey, they're like, there's no, it's rent free. You can come, and they kind of okey doke him, and he kind of falls in love with the chick. But she's like, I take care of my mother who's upstairs in the basement.
That's so weird.
And so he kind of gets sucked in, and he falls in love. Well, he, wants to take care of her because he has like this fucked up image of what a man's supposed to be. He's like, I'm supposed to protect you and take care of you, but that's what I'm pretending. But it's really as I want to control you and I want to fucking own you type shit. And come to find out, the grandma in the basement
Nuts.
is not a grandma. It's a dude that killed. Or when he was younger, he killed his wife and his daughter in that house. Mm-hmm. And so he's being punished by the seashell goddess, who's the young woman who okey doked him, into being his like slave, where he pushes out these demon bat babies.
Man.
Oh, it's so fucking wild.
So
And
nuts.
it's and so the end of the movie is the realization of what actually has been going on.
Yeah.
Because the whole time there's been creepy noises in the attic. He doesn't know. And then the old lady came at him, and he kills her, and then he kills her and realizes that he was set up to take the place of her.
Yeah.
And final scene, you go the seashell. You realize that the woman is the seashell goddess.
Yes.
She takes him, who's like in the back, and she stops by where the woman who got Miriam, who's now reunited with her daughter, and basically like saying, I got your back for this guy that raped you. I'm feeding him pig food type shit.
We know what he did, and he's gonna pay for
Well,
it.
what's so crazy about it, like as you see as the movie go on, and it's so weird that once he gave her the amulet, she started changing. Because at first, when he first met her, she was all homely and looking all sick and shit, and all fucked up and kind of ugly. And then all of a sudden, she started getting beautified. You saw that? She started like clearing up, hair getting, looked like she was just trying to get sexy. She doing them weird ass dances around the house.
Yeah,
and shit.
those dances were
It's
fucking
like,
awful.
Those dances were so weird.
Well, I think
But
I thought the dances were cool because
Offbeat.
they added to the creepiness.
Yeah,
of it. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? It worked perfect with the.
Trust me, anybody
it
that
looked
can't really
stupid
have
out of
rhythm is very
context, but
creepy.
in context, it worked perfect with the fucking.
It just
movie.
reminded me of all those fucking people on TikTok that like
try to do
like
the
these.
video.
There'll be a chick that's so hot and she dances fucking horrible,
Yeah.
but all these fucking simps are like, oh my god, nice moves,
Yeah.
just because they like the way the titties
Yeah,
shake
no
around
shit.
spastically.
But
Yeah.
I was
We call it a
wondering,
spastic tit.
'cause-
The old spastic nipple.
So what you think she was feeding her? Was it the bat babies? That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, she
I
keeps
thought that
feeding him.
meat-
Yeah, when they're luring him in with these home cooked meals that he's not used to
Man.
getting, they do a close up on this meat kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like they know something is in
I
that food.
didn't even think about the bat baby.
No, that's the first thing I was like, man, they gotta be
They're
the bat
feeding
baby
him those
meat.
bat babies.
I said because the first time
So
she went
gross,
to
dude.
to the market to get
that
food,
fucks the whole thing up.
she
man. I wanna
only
go
got
home.
she only got vegetables, and
Yeah.
you never see her preparing the food. You always just see her open the pot and just serve him. And every time he eats, it goes close up to his mouth.
And it shows meat.
It shows meat, and I'm like, those are the bad babies.
And Europeans are just fucking weird in general. They're having meat with coffee. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
and the damn, I thought the treat, what they thought it was a treat, looked like lasagna.
yeah, I know. It's just
The
they
man
got
lady licking her fingers. I'm like,
Tell you the truth,
Ugh.
fucking lasagna, treats, and
It didn't
meat
look-
with coffee is the fucking
look
least
edible.
of these motherfuckers' worries.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like creepy things keep happening in the house, and like so he's trying to fix the plumbing.
Oh, Max.
Well, he sees like something weird in the toilet, and,
Yeah.
and the toilet it runs black, disgusting water,
Just like
and he
backed up
realizes he
sewage.
breaks down the toilet, and there's like this fucking crazy rabid bat with no hair. It's like an albino bat.
Yeah.
It looked like them hairless cats,
Yeah.
but with wings, and it
With wings.
snapped
and
at
then
him.
it snapped and bit him.
That shit was wild,
It's
dude.
like, oh shit, it's instant.
Could you imagine the freak out not just after seeing that thing, but notice that it bit you?
Oh man,
Bro, I freaked out watching it, knowing that it's a fucking. What was that? Because that was incredible. That special effects.
Yeah.
What was that? A real bat or
It's a
something?
demon bat baby, dude.
Demon bat baby.
That had to be. That had to be a robot
Well,
or something.
No, it was made by this dude named Joey Cantoon.
Oh God! Look at this fucking.
He's from West Texas,
He's
and
from West
he
Texas.
kind of back in the early '90s, he started the big demon bat baby boom.
I'm talking about that shit.
Oh,
is
let me
fucking-
tell you about Joey Cantoon.
shit is
Okay,
fucking wild.
me and old Joey were in the Missouri River. Okay, in a cheap, broken down Honda Accord with the back light that was smashed
Searching
out
for bats.
and no AC.
Yep.
So-
Turns out he had his uncircumcised foreskin stuck on a log splinter.
Fuck yeah, man. I just to me like, oh man, let's take it to the guts factors, man.
Yeah. All right. So
Definitely.
off the rip. Or wait, no. Keep us off the
Keep us
phone.
off a I would say
It's a slow
70,
burn.
70%.
Yeah. 70%. It's a slow burn.
Because to me, I forgot we bought the movie. So I was like, damn, it's a red box. We got to watch it.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of like didn't have me too much on my phone. But it's one of those slow burners because like Space Viking was saying, when I first saw the beginning, I like, kind of had that witch vibe
Yeah.
to it. I was like, here we go again.
Yeah. Here we go with
Something like
another
that.
artsy fartsy. That's what
Yeah.
I thought too. Like, oh great,
I like,
this is
here we
gonna be
go.
a fucking low key
But once
masterpiece.
they start taking you into houses and stuff like that, I picked up the Sinister vibe, Insidious, all these different homely
I got a
vibes.
bone to pick with you.
A bone.
Oh God, look
Man,
at
we
this
trying to
guy.
go through the factors. What's number 2?
Go through your little
This
fact-
guy just got off work and he's feeling real sassy and he's got an attitude.
he's picking
they
bones.
got something. They got some real hard for you to swallow on the end of this fucking section.
So 2. What
So
you got?
enjoy it, fellas.
Oh my God.
2 is what?
Off the rip.
Off the rip.
That's also it doesn't go.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burner.
It's shot like if you like artsy shit, you'll love how it's shot and edited and all that shit.
Definitely.
I knew Low Key was gonna love it because Low
Yeah.
Key's the artsy guy here.
This is right up his alley.
Oh, that fucking house was disgusting.
Fucking
So,
terrible.
but- Okay, this is where it excels.
yes.
Creepy / scary
Yes,
vibes.
yes, all the
Dude.
way.
Tons.
overfull,
Dude.
flooded with it.
Yeah.
Because it was just nasty. The house was
It's
nasty.
almost not like a horror movie. It's almost like a dread flick. Like,
Yeah,
it's all
man.
like just nothing but dread and doom just pulled
'Cause
over.
once you kick off,
Yeah.
to me, once you kick off like in forests and stuff like that, and it's all wet and muddy, it's like, we
And it-
rocking and rolling. And
and
they
al-
just escalated. Each part was like, man, what the hell is going on?
and also makes you hate your boner. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
goes
man,
the
I'm
toilet.
a piece of shit man, and I don't deserve to live.
So what we got for 4?
Okay, kills.
well,
But
the
or no,
baby-
but
that baby
we changed
kill.
number 4. Kills / gore.
Well, the baby gore was fucking awesome.
Because kills / gore is number 4 now.
I like
'cause
when
we
she,
added
I like
gore.
when she squashed the baby when it came
Tons
out.
of gore.
Yes.
Squash babies. Disgusting.
Bat baby.
Disgusting bat. Shitting out gross demon
The
bats.
food,
Greasy old ladies in the cabinet with dicks.
nasty food. Looked like it was from Wyatt's cafeteria.
Fucking European
Piccadilly.
dancing.
And not just creepy European bitches and a creepy European
Yeah.
old lady.
Oh,
They don't shave.
Yeah.
And they're fucking, that old lady is just weird, man.
Yeah, man.
Really?
Like
So,
she could be telling you, she
Kill
could be,
/ gore. Solid.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
5.
Because
ended.
the whole movie looks like an old dusty mothball.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at like you know how really old people's houses are.
Yeah.
It's like that. You're
That's
in
why
like
we
grandma's
was stuck
house.
with the time of it was because it's the shit had
Yeah,
no
what
washer,
year was it supposed
no
to be?
dryer. This had to be like the 60s.
yeah, it had to be
50s
the
or something.
70s, right?
70s, I'm
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Damn,
You know
she
what
had
it
no
looks
washer.
like? This house, like one time I went camping and I didn't shower for about 6 days.
That's
Damn.
what it looks like.
This
Funky
looks
motherfucker.
like my nuts felt.
Well, it looks like it's
Like that
like
pattern right there, all caked up.
it's like somewhere. It looks like it's really cold out, so no one showers, and that's just
yeah.
kind of how they live.
And they didn't have washer or nothing, so she
Yeah.
was like washing an old tub.
Yeah, yeah.
But so 5 ending great.
Ending was
It was
solid. When you see the
what tripped
fucking
me out about the ending when she went in the store and the store clerk was like, she picked out that frozen dinner. She like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
even feed that to pigs. And it was like,
Yeah.
she was going to feed
and he
him that
creeps
shit.
his little wormy
Oh,
finger
man.
out from under the blanket and pulls it in. She's
Oh.
feeding him pig food,
She was just feeding him
basically.
slop.
Yeah, and so the question I had, because it's a movie that doesn't answer a lot of shit right to me, but the question
makes you do it. Makes you think
was
about it.
here's the
Yeah.
question was
You have your own opinion.
when he
of how
found
you thought it
was it all destiny from the beginning because he found the seashell goddess amulet and that's why it was destiny for him, or it was he found the seashell amulet and it sensed that he raped that chick in the
I think
woods.
so, because
Well, what I think,
she touched it.
yeah,
She was the lady that he raped was rubbing
And she
it.
said when she touched it, she said she's
She
a
said,
goddess.
This is a protector.
Maybe she will protect me.
yeah.
Exactly. So
And
when
so
she gave it to him,
When he fucked up and raped her,
it got
That's
him.
when the flip got.
That's
switched.
when the flip
That's when the
got-
shit went
exactly.
down. You
Yeah,
know,
it was like,
And they were
okay,
like-
you raped her. I was protecting her. Now watch what I do to
Yeah.
you.
And that's when the goddess was like, I know what to do with him.
Yeah,
Send
exactly.
him to the
Bring
house
me.
with the little dick grandma.
oh
that's
yeah,
shitting bat babies.
Hey, look at that toilet.
oh that Blackwater toilet. This was so great, and
Yeah.
like even everything like on the toilet, like my toilet. I lived in a trap house and it wouldn't flush
Man, that's
unless you picked it up. But in
that's
the middle of
not
the
gonna
night,
get it.
we'd all piss in it and then wouldn't flush it, and then have to flush it the next day, and it just had a yellow film.
That's not it right
All
now.
over the
Oh,
fucking-
man.
Anyways, back to more. I used to be a crackhead stories.
But yeah, it's dope movie, man. And like, if you can find it on, they have it on Amazon Prime, right?
It's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu and go to Redbox. You can get it for $3.99.
Yeah, it's on Redbox to
It
buy for
turns out-
$3.99.
We never heard of this, but it's
No.
actually kind of a popular movie.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a popular horror movie.
And it snuck up on us.
Oh,
So-
fuck.
yeah. Oh, shit.
That demon
Yeah,
bat in the toilet.
Yeah.
that's
That
like
to
an
me,
alien baby.
that to me was one of the best scenes of any movie this year.
Because you know why?
Because
you
of demon
didn't-
bats.
You didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
There was no hint to that
No,
at
because
all.
at first I thought he was gonna be surprised about the old lady.
And
dropping
that's kind of how it
logs in
sucks you in the movie.
Fuck
Because I
yeah.
thought it was an artsy fartsy piece of shit.
there. I
And
thought he
then,
was gonna find an old log.
dude, and then the
From old
demon
girl.
bat, the demon bat looks dead. What did they make that out of? They had to kill a cat or something and put teeth on it.
Well,
No, it's actually Google it, man. It's actually Google it.
Yeah.
Google skinless bats.
now for this bone, I have to
Oh,
pick.
yeah.
one.
Oh
Pick the
God!
bones, man.
Fucking
Yeah,
what the
he a
fuck are you
bone-
talking?
he don't-
Igor, where are the goddamn snacks?
So for
Gummy
you
master.
guys, don't hide behind your little friend, cause I'm coming for you.
Oh, here we go.
Now, you listeners to Guts Podcast, you guys know that I've received all this shit about the witch was
Oh.
stupid. I didn't like the witch. It's fucking dumb. It's so slow burny. There's no.
Oh,
I
shit.
think if you ask
I got
any
something for you.
outside source about this, they would say that this reminds them of the witch.
Oh, my
100%.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the difference
yes.
is this had a payoff.
Yes.
And instead of just like a chick dancing naked in the woods, there was like a demon bat getting shit out by a man turned in. Okay, there's like a man who gets turned into a woman and demasculated and has to shit out demon. His punishment for being a piece of shit man is having to shit out demon bat babies for the rest of his wormy existence, and they turn him into a woman. That's fucking hardcore, bro.
And make him eat
So
ragu
what
in the
I'm
back.
That's
of the
that's a
shitty
lot
car.
more than
What
Philip
I'm
dancing in the
finding
woods.
out is, look at this damn thing here. They say water bats.
Yeah, it's fake. It's a
Look
myth.
at this. Look, oh, now you know that's fake. Look at that. That thing.
Oh, that shit was
spread
fucking
open like
nuts.
a hoe on
Well-
Thursday night.
And
Yeah.
if you notice, they have that one shot in the movie where they show the blood of the demon bat,
Yeah.
and then you see it disappearing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? So that gives, it's like a supernatural. It kind of add those little things about. That's what makes artsy movies and shit like, and people like that make movies like this. so special is they do small things like that. Even the small thing of the woman throwing away the money. I know I keep going back to that, but it was really fucking cool how they threw that in there and you didn't know why she was, okay, she's going to throw away all his money.
Yeah.
Well,
But it shows that it's taken away all his hope. And then when they showed the little blood of the demon bat, and it shows you that the bat, it's not just a physical thing, it's more of a supernatural thing too.
Well, here's my thing about the artsy movie thing. I'm all down for an artsy movie if you're saying it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
If it's scary, dude. There's a lot of these movies that are like, oh, it's an elite horror, like that I just don't think are scary. And you look at some old school, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is an old school, like, grindhouse type, and it's not no artsy fartsy film, but it's scary as fuck. It's like, so to me, if you're gonna say you're a horror movie and be all fancy with your pinkies up, make sure you go ahead and scare me. If not,
well,
I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying The Witch scared me. But I did watch The Witch by myself in a dark house, and I have crazy experiences in the woods by myself at night. So that shit has like there's like crazy.
No, I get it. I get it. But to me is and The Witch had a couple moments that were dope,
Yeah.
But to me it was like after
like,
the dope moments, because I'm like, oh shit, here it goes. Now it's because I'm sitting here like, when is it gonna? And after it finally gives you, because a good movie should have a setup, a connection in the middle, and then a payoff at the end. And then after that payoff, I was like, that was kind of that was it. That was it. I'm like, oh, and then you hear all these people like, oh my god, it's the best movie. You're like, bro, this shit was. That's where you get pissed. It's not. I wasn't actually pissed leaving The Witch, but ever hearing all these people suck its dick.
What you give it?
This movie?
Yeah.
I gave it a full decapitation.
Ooh.
I think it's, as far as if you go with like production value, if you go with the fact that it's an artsy movie, but it's still a horror movie and it's still scary as shit. The story is good. It hits on real shit. I think it was just a good film. The best movies, it doesn't matter if it's horror or not. Like you can have your aunt watch this and she'll still like this movie, even though she's not a horror head. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I do like about movies like this and European movies that I'm noticing is they're not overacted.
Yeah.
Like that dude, he looks like it looks real. You know what I'm saying? And that girl,
like he's really going through it.
Yeah, and that girl is really like a nutcase, a real one, not a pretend. She's a real one.
Yeah.
Real nutcases aren't. They struggle with themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you see them have those quiet, weird moments, but then you see them try to act like a normal person, like she does walking on the bridge and shit. So that's what I'm saying. That goes through your head where you're like, okay, it's not overacted and it's not the boom. It just hits home because that's when it could be the person at the grocery store.
Well, she totally set him up, dude.
Yeah, she got him
the
rocking.
way she set him up, she wasn't like, oh, please save me. But she was acting like she set him up to let his own fucked up view of what a man and a woman should be.
Yeah.
But
she just lured the bait out.
She has him like, as of now, like through the movie, he's just under her spell. He's just really, like, she's controlling him without even like having to do nothing cynical.
She pulls her hair back. She puts on a little do-rag. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
imagine that not overacting thing and acting more natural makes a lot of things harder in a movie, like casting and shit like that. Like, it's got to be harder to cast someone. Anyone could we all know John Travolta or Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington can do what they can do, but who can act like a real psycho in this situation? It just takes a whole lot of effort to pick that person. God damn, I'm good at podcasting.
Well, what'd y'all give it?
I gave it lost a limb.
Me too.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Because
the factor
for me is because it is. He's on a bang, so don't worry, folks. The reason why is just because of once I start seeing like the creepy stuff, I was ready for it to like keep it going. But I saw what she was doing. I know what was going on, and then it made me think too much of like the outcomes of how this happened, why this happened, why is she doing this, what's in the food.
It's just a different type of movie experience.
Yeah.
No, okay,
'Cause,
so
like, right now she even cooking dough. It's like, what you putting in there?
let me
You know what
explain
I'm saying?
myself.
She got that juice.
I also, it's a loss of limb for me, but it felt like a decapitation, and here's why. Because I wasn't expecting it. It was just some movie we bought from Redbox, and then
Redbox came through with the plug.
it came through and fucking blew me away. But a true full decapitation, which would be an A on Guts, because I watched it 3 times today. So a true, it faded each time you watched it. So that's why I give it a loss of limb, not a full decapitation. Because like after you know what's going on,
Full decapitation is like a fucking House of 1,000 Corpses.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
rock and roll. Like,
That's just crazy.
and every time you see it, you pick up something new. Like I still, even to this day,
'Cause see, the
House
full
of 1,000
decapitation
Corpses.
For me, if the nun would have came back on some wild ass shit, I'd be like, oh shit, here she goes.
Yeah.
Like, I needed her.
Or
to
they
come
showed
back.
the future in him.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, if
like
they
House
showed-
of 1,000 Corpses to me, even when I watch it to this day, I see something new or I hear something. Like it's still, I think Rob Zombie's gonna, like, when looking back, he's gonna be like, holy shit, this guy is a genius.
Yeah,
Well,
so,
and it's House of 1,000 Corpses and his movies are really artsy in their own way, especially that one.
Yeah.
They're artsy in their own way. It's not like
So-
high fucking brow shit. It's a rock and roll
Are we ready
art.
for the good old fuckery?
Oh, y'all ready for some fuckery?
Fuckery.
Please.
Y'all ready for some fuckery?
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing about Amulet 2 is also, because it was artsy, it reminded me of old style movies like Frankenstein
his
and
work.
stuff like that. I got
Dracula and shit.
I got those kind of vibes, even though it's not but that's how it made me feel because it was so classy. Anyways, y'all ready? Y'all ready for fuckery?
Give it to me.
Fuckery. Y'all ready? I got a good one this time. The last 2 ones have been because I just told you whatever I watched,
that
but I
shit.
actually tried it. So I actually did my job this week. Y'all ready for this?
Go for it.
Silent but deadly.
Is it?
A story about a killer mime. How lit is that, bro?
That's real silent.
Do you know who George Peele is? Do you enjoy horror parodies? If you answer yes to either of these, this film is for you. If you answered yes to both, what are you waiting for? Oh wait, hold on. Silent but deadly. A killer mime is on the loose, taking out a troop of teen tropes in this outrageous horror comedy. If the meta jokes and absurd references don't do it for you, the lowbrow fart jokes will.
Yeah, baby.
It's got something for everyone, unless, of course, you are a child, my mother, or have any taste.
Nice.
So there's it's a killer mime in the loose, and he's killing all these teenagers, but like mime kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like mapping out, like miming out fucking knife
shit.
stabs and shit, and they're really dying. And there's a detective who's like hell bent on catching this mime killer. So he gets random mimes off the street and he pours makeup remover on them and they melt in front of him. It's kind of one of those movies that like, it reminds me of like kids in film school. They have to make a movie to, for a class or something. And
Filming 401.
and it was so funny. I looked up some of the people. One of the chicks in the movie is like this famous, this movie was made in like 2016, but by now I'm sure she would like to forget it because she's like some big time. She's got like a missing arm, and they joked about that in the movie, like 'cause she has a missing arm. But she's like some kind of amputee, specialist, vocationalist person. Like I don't know. She got a blue check on Instagram. She's big time. She got like thousands and thousands of followers.
I follow a bad bitch named Lucy with one arm on Instagram.
Hey man,
Bitch is
I don't
fine.
give a damn about an arm.
Hey.
I don't give one shit about how your arms look. I want to talk about that dumper,
Let me see that
Dumper.
dumper.
and I want to talk about really the dumper,
Yeah.
and nothing else really. Give me the dumper.
So
give
you
me the
say
boobies.
Silent but deadly. Go check.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
can you find it at?
And let us
Amazon
not,
Prime.
Let us not
Amazon
forget
Prime.
that your friend Loki as me is a fellow amputee.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he's got his little nub over there.
That's right.
You know how he lost that nub?
lost
We're
my
gonna hear that story on the next
Lost
episode.
my nub back in '90. God
No, but
bless
she's
him, yo.
like, I forgot what I looked up, but she's like some big writer, and she's like a big time deal. One of the girls
I
in
remember
it.
the first time I met Low Key, I was like, man, hey man, what happened? He was like, we was in the library. I was like, nah, I know everybody actually, but what the fuck happened to your finger?
Well, you
He
know,
was like, hey man, you like raps? Well, listen to this.
if you know Kent, you know who knows what he did to that thing.
Hey man, I'm telling you, if you could have been,
that
if
could
you
have been an
in
alligator or a
if you
crackhead
could
that
have
cut it
been in
off.
that place with both of us, it's like, yeah, man. All right, so yeah, man. So the shoes of the week.
Open erupt like a volcano. Me and my partner Zano.
Hey, this is Zano the Vision, the shoes of the week. God damn it, and we here today to play with you guys and gals for your feet. Put your socks on, baby. One day Stan Socks gonna look at this and be like, give him a deal. So, man, we got the famous, made famous by the kid. Everybody know who the kid is? Y'all like baseball?
Yep.
The kid, I know Space Viking know. The best swing in baseball. Yeah, look at him. He looked at the thing.
Look at him. He looked
I
at the
showed
thing.
him the
Am I
damn
right?
shoe.
I'm
Yeah,
right, man.
the
Fuck
best,
y'all. I
the
got
best
that
swing in baseball, man. Ken Griffey Jr. in 1996. The Air Max Griffey one was an everyday cross trainer style version of the cleats he wore on a diamond, featuring a wavy black nubuck upper and a white leather base. This shoe uses a booty construction and a secure Nike branded strap that wraps across the ankle, tying his pair back to Griffith's Seattle Mariners threads, or the shoe's signature freshwater aqua. Man, this is badass. You know how long people been waiting for this shoe? Man, Austin like summoned this shoe up because he was talking about like, man, I need the Griffiths.
I love King Griffey Jr.
So
man.
the day after Valentine's, I always say this when the shoe drops after Valentine's, ladies, if you don't get that gift, if you don't get that hotel room, ladies, if you're not at Tweety's in that jacuzzi, how do I know that? Don't ask questions. But let me tell you this. They dropped $215 for $170. Got them on Sneakers app. So, and I also saw them at Foot Locker. So that's not bad. But 2 days before that, some Jordans dropped. So it's going to be a battle that weekend.
You know
So
who's going to win.
It's going down, man. And it's like, it came back. It's back with the whole style of the OG classic. They didn't change none of it. I like the fact that they called them Air Griffey Max 1 Freshwater.
That's fucking dope.
That's so badass. It
Yeah.
has the 24 on the side, the exact same colors that you remember growing up in the 90s. Dope ass shoe, man. Ken Griffey is a hell of a player. I think he was like the first player to be able to play with his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like that in itself is badass. And it's like this guy, when he came with the bat, you damn near thought home run. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he was so iconic.
He was so iconic.
Didn't he have the swing where the bat touched the ground behind him afterwards?
No, his swing was just one of the ones that looked so relaxed way up there. It just looked effortless.
His first ever major league at bat, he knocks one over the fence, dude.
It's an effortless swing, and he was badass. I hate he didn't get the end with the Mariners. I think he ended up going like Cincinnati.
Remember, he
Reds.
used to wear that chain.
Man, he was.
He was
dope.
like one of the first ones to
He
have a
was
chain.
smooth, man.
I miss the '90s.
And like 170, and I always say it, it's crazy to say it. That's not a bad price for a shoe. And the fact that Nike is like channeling their old school style of shoes, because right now shoes are, if it's not old school, nobody wants them. And then now it's like a parent with a kid could be like, hey,
if it ain't old school or dunks, then
man, it's like you got to bring these back. And the fact they brought them back, and all this is telling me is that these are dropping. That meaning expect a bunch of colorways of Ken Griffey's to come out.
You know, that's what my little league coach used to say to me. He's like, you know, that swing reminds me of Ken Griffey Jr.
My God.
This kid's got something. That's what they said. That's what I can remember him saying.
Shit.
This kid's got something.
Dope
You know what?
dope ass shoe, man. Clean, is very guts approved. I'm thinking
out he was very
thinking
wrong.
about getting them. I think we might. I'm not sure.
Dude, Ken Griffey, he was one of my heroes, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because I played.
Yeah,
played
you played
baseball.
I saw your trophies.
He
So
was
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, he was like him, Frank Thomas.
Big hurt.
Yeah,
Big Hurt.
um,
Bagwell.
Bagwell,
Bagwell's my guy.
Biggio. Like all those
Mark
guys,
McGuire,
man, they were like,
Canseco.
dude, they were like, that was our era,
Yeah.
the golden era of everything.
Man, that's crazy, man. Our era was full of steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Canseco
like-
Canseco got knocked the fuck out last night.
Did
Yes,
he?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. He
is
needed
it
to.
on video?
Oh no, on Rough and Rowdy.
He needed to. What that boy
Oh,
Rick Ross
Barstool
said?
Sports thing?
Yeah.
He got
what
knocked
Rick
out
Ross
by
said?
Johnny Football.
Canseco started snitching because he was finished.
Yeah, Canseco. Canseco. That's kind of where I lost respect. But and all those cool like players for the Braves. Remember
Yeah.
how cool that David
It's-
Justice,
it's-
bro.
So it's a
Yeah.
170 shoe. It comes out on
Ozzie Smith.
It comes out on the 15th. I think that is damn. That's a weird day. What day is that, folks?
Sunday.
That's a Sunday?
No, sorry, it's a Monday.
No shit.
It's the Sunday when I pull up at the school.
That is so weird. They dropping a shoe on a Monday.
Don't happen often.
Don't happen too often. Not an iconic shoe, but that's crazy. 170. Get your chochos up. Don't go broke on Valentine's Day. And this is Zano Shoes of the Week.
Hey. Hey, everybody's Loki.
Hey, this is Fuck Stick McGee.
your conspiracy theories and true crimes of the week, and I
They
got
call
a
me Swamp
weird-
Rat.
because the aliens are getting comfortable with
Oh,
us.
shit.
I mean it, guys. Y'all
I
might
feel
think
you on
I'm
that.
crazy. Okay, it starts in Colorado, right?
Damn, it would.
It's the St. Louis Valley in Colorado, aka the Bermuda Triangle of the West, okay? And this crazy bitch, she was trying to farm shit out there, trying to grow stuff, but nothing grows out there. It's just like fucking high desert Colorado cold shit, right? So she decided to take her farm and turn it into a UFO watchtower, right?
All right.
And it was just a gag, people coming through. Yeah, look for UFOs. Come here, pay me $5. Well, if you remember a few episodes back, I talked about this thing called CE5, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, where people would channel UFOs. It wasn't just UFOs seeing them in the air. They would get together in big groups and meditate and bring these UFOs to them. And they would show up like 25% of the time, right? Well, they think that the UFOs have caught on to everyone looking for them at this place in the effort that this lady's put out because they started showing up. 75% of the watches that go out there spot UFOs.
Wow.
That's insane. So, it is my hypothesis that the UFOs think that we're ready for the knowledge. They're about to drop it on us. So I suggest you get your fucking pennies in a row and, load up, get your mind right, clear your slate, get your karma right. Because when the Greys come and they're looking for blood, you better have your mind right. Because they have no penises,
Oh.
they have huge heads, and they don't talk to each other. So all your little sins and shit that you think you're hiding, you can't hide them from the Greys, cocksucker. And that's all I got to say about that. It's low key.
What the fuck was that?
He is conspiracy.
It's
Yeah.
so deep, dude.
It's deep.
It's
So yeah,
deep.
man.
Like, I'm
go-
gonna buff fucking alien.
Go like, subscribe on everything on
It
our
may
YouTube
be the first
channel
time that's ever been said on a podcast.
and our YouTube channel and Instagram. Also, February what? The 20th we'll be in
Yeah,
Bastrop.
February 20th. Come hang out with us. We're gonna have a booth set up with CJ Graham,
Yes,
dude.
Jason.
Jason.
It's going down, man. Kent's not happy, but it's going down.
Yeah.
Fucking thrilled, man. It's gonna be awesome. I took
Hey.
off work.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Yeah. Oh, and also they're gonna play. So he was the Jason in Jason Lives. They're gonna play that movie that night
At the gas station?
at the gas station. It's gonna be fun, dude.
Yeah, if you've never been to the gas station in the back, they got these cabins in this field with this big ass screen and shit. It's pretty
That's
fucking
pretty
dope. Yeah.
That is pretty dope.
So I
Yeah.
suggest y'all come out there, buy a t-shirt, say hello, shake a
So
motherfucking
what's the new
hand.
thing we trying to save up money to get?
A Mevo.
A Mevo, man. If anybody out there has a Mevo that's under their TiVo, buy their Rebo.
Holla at your Bezos.
Yeah, but how cool is that? Like, if you're, there's a lot of us that love those movies. How cool is that to watch, Friday the 13th with Jason, dude.
Pretty
that's
fucking
dope.
dope.
That's like
pretty
sometimes I forget like how dope our life is. Like
That's
Yeah.
pretty
we got
cool.
to watch a vampire movie with Stretch.
Yeah.
Like how
Oh,
cool is that?
Speaking of, shout out to Caroline Williams. She
Yes.
was just on Doug Lowe's Movies, another
Hey.
huge podcast. Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's fucking
super
cool.
dope.
Yeah. Caroline.
And fucking, it's 99 point. Her new movie, 10 Minutes to Midnight, is 99.9% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh wow.
It was 100% fresh for a while.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's fucking
That's
killing
dope.
it.
And what's crazy, man, like I was telling Space Vibe, when we watched it with her, you kind of was just like in awe watching it. But then when you watch it at home again, you like, damn.
It's actually
dog.
a pretty fucking
You like, dog,
awesome movie.
This is like badass. It's
She,
like
I can't believe we're friends with Stretch,
yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah,
She's
she's
so
a homie.
Like
It's
we
not a
can
big deal.
we
I
can
mean, it's not a
message
big
Stretch whenever we want.
She's
That's
so
so
cool,
cool,
man.
dude.
It's not a big deal.
She
you know what I'm
she
saying?
is
She-
she's
she-
such a babe,
she's
dude.
the best, man.
She's
But
so
yeah,
cool.
so follow us at YouTube also, man.
Yeah,
Check us
hit
out,
us on
man.
YouTube.
We're about
Rate,
to get that YouTube popping.
Please
courtesy of Space
please
Viking.
rate and review this
yeah,
thing.
rate and review this fucking podcast.
It's free.
Yes.
Yeah. On Apple, and follow us on Spotify. And I love you. For
Zano
Guts,
the Vision,
Space Viking.
low key as me.
and
we out.
out.
Haka!
I'm Zano the Vision.
Your boy ATX and Space Viking. Trying to figure shit out. This changed my life forever.